Craig Ashley David MBE, born the 5th of May 1981, is a British singer, songwriter, rapper, DJ and record producer who rose to fame in 1999, featuring on the single, Rewind by Artful Dodger. David's debut studio album, Born to Do It, was released in 2000, after which he has released a further 5 studio albums and worked with a variety of artists such as Sting, Tinchy Stryder, Big Narstie, Kano and Jay Sean. David has 20 UK Top 40 singles, and 7 UK Top 40 albums, selling over 15 million records worldwide as a solo artist. David has been nominated for 14 Brit Awards, 5 times for Best British Male, and twice receiving a Grammy Award nomination for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance. 2-3. Early life. David was born in Southampton, Hampshire, the son of Tina, née Loftus, a retail assistant at Superdrug, and George David, a carpenter, 5'6", and grew up in the Holyrood estate. 7. David's father is Afro-Grenadian and David's mother is Anglo-Jewish and related to the founders of the Accurist watchmaking company. David's maternal grandfather was an Orthodox Jew and his maternal grandmother a convert to Judaism. 8. David's parents separated when he was 8 and he was brought up by his mother. 9. He attended Bellamore School and Southampton City College. David was bullied by other students at school. He wrote and released the song, Johnny, in 2005 about his sad memories of being bullied. 10. David's father played bass in a reggae band called Ebony Rockers. As a teen, David began accompanying his father to local dance clubs, where DJs let him take the microphone. Career. David's earliest exposure came when he worked on a B-side to British group Damage's cover of Wonderful Tonight, on the track, I'm Ready. He then started doing vocals for the English garage duo Artful Dodger, on tracks such as Something and What Ya Gonna Do. Wildstar Records first became aware of David when the artist's then-manager Paul Widger met the label's co-owner Colin Lester and played some of his music. 11. Lester later told Hitquarters that he was particularly impressed by the first song he heard, Walking Away, saying, that was an absolute standout. It struck me that any 17-year-old that could write a song like this had huge potential. 11. The Wildstar boss was further won over when, on later visiting the artist's home in Southampton, he found David's tiny bedroom stacked from floor to ceiling with 12 inches vinyl records, commenting, that convinced me he was the real deal and not just some kid acting out the part. 11. At that point Lester offered him a development deal with his label. When Lester later heard the song, 7 Days, he said he immediately heard a #1 record and promoted the contract to an album deal the same day. 11. 2000-2003, Born to Do It and Slicker Than You're a Varigidit. The song, Rewind, the crowd say Bo Selecta, from the Artful Dodger album It's All About the Stragglers, hit #2 on the UK charts in 1999. Thus paving the way for a solo career. David's first single, Fill Me In, released on Colin Lester's and Ian McAndrew's Wildstar Records, topped the UK chart and was the first of a string of 4 top 10 singles from his debut album Born to Do It, which eventually sold more than 8 million copies worldwide, earning multi-platinum status in more than 20 countries. 12-13, the song, Key to My Heart, taken from the US version of the album, was also featured on the award-winning Warner Brothers animated film Osmosis Jones. The success of David's debut, which was written almost entirely by David and Mark Hill of Artful Dodger, led to the United States release of Fill Me In May 2001. It reached number 15 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Born to Do It was released in the United States on the 17th of July 2001, peaking at number 11 on the Billboard 200 chart and sold over 1 million copies. The single, 7 Days, hit the top 10 in the US, although, Walking Away, which had reached number 3 in the UK and number 5 in Australia, missed the top 40 in the US and was the last of his singles to chart there. In April 2009, MTV viewers voted Born to Do It as number 2 on their Greatest Album of All Time poll, behind Michael Jackson's Thriller. 14.